How's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels coming at you live, man, yet again. We're coming back to the roots, man, of the channel. We're just going to do some old school, maybe a rant or two today. As you can see, it's getting dark, and it's just been raining out all day. We're getting a rain warning here. And yeah, man, with that kind of being said, we've set the scene. So yeah, let's talk about what we're here to talk about. So I just want to talk about something that I thought was really interesting in TV shows, but specific to like two. But mainly one, actually. So I was watching Shark Tank today. If you're not aware, Shark Tank's a reality TV show. It's the American version, basically, of Dragon's Den. You know, there you go. So it's all the American TV show effects and sound effects and drama that usually comes with a show like that. So I like watching the show. I think it's actually quite entertaining. You know, I like seeing what people come up with, like business ideas and all that. Anyway. That being said, it's always been, oh, and sorry if it's kind of dark. I might want to, I'm just going to up the brightness real quick. All right, there we go. That looks much better. I honestly like the darker vibe, but I feel like you guys watching on YouTube probably want to see who's talking in the video. That being said, so yeah, it's normally, obviously it's like edited after. If you're not aware how it goes, like entrepreneurs will come onto the show. They'll pitch out an idea of their company, whatever. They'll sell some equity, however they want to do it, for some money. And there's usually, they call it like the sharks. So the people that will, you know, invest. I think there's 5 of them normally. Maybe a guest, you know, something like that. But the problem, and probably the title of the video you'll see, is the live audiences, man. So I never knew that Shark Tank did this. I just found this out today. It was apparently like 9 months ago. And I think it was just the premiere and the season finale of one of the newer seasons. But I honestly had no idea Shark Tank ever did this. So I tried watching it because, again, I'm a big fan of Shark Tank. And man, I made it like 2 minutes. And I had to cut her loose. It was embarrassing. I hated it. I hated the whole thing. I feel like it, you know, like with streaming, right? Like when you watch like a big name YouTube streamer, Twitch streamer, whatever, like XQC or somebody, you know, reacting to a video, the chat in the stream, that's your live audience, right? That's the equivalent of your live audience typing away. The guys that are like, hello YouTube, when they know something will go viral or hit YouTube. Okay, like that kind of idea. But a lot of the time you'll have like, you know, some of those big chats too, you have like 30,000 people, right? That's your live audience equivalent. And I mean, okay, that's fine. But like, dude, like in the episode, so I just tried to watch the first one, just one clip at it, like just no context, right? Whatever. They do the normal format. They give the family, like the couple, a few minutes, like on their little video to like explain what they're doing. But even when they just walked out, like the initial walkout. So normally they just walk down the hallway and it has the music playing that's iconic to the show. They even had, it was wild, like when they're walking out, I'm trying to jump around. When they were walking out, like they literally had the audience already clapping. So I already knew it was going to be ass. Because it was like, they haven't even shown them yet. Like, you just know they're coming. Like, they're walking down the hallway. They haven't even got through the set of doors yet to, like, enter the stage. And people are already, like, going off, right? So, yeah, so there's that. And it's like, okay. So they get out there. There's, like, obviously this big audience now. And all the chairs for the sharks are separated. And they were, like, all the sharks, I just feel like were, like, over dramatic. If that made sense, like the main guys, you know, who are obviously investing money. I feel like, because again, I've watched the show a lot, you know, maybe, I think it's just because it was live, like they were just way over the top, right? And then every time they would, like, the entrepreneur would say something, they'd be like, oh, hey, like, listen, you know, we got X product that's going to do this. Everyone in the audience just started applauding. And it just drove me wild, right? But maybe that's where we're at. Like, is that what people prefer? You know, it's no different than, like, Squid Game, where they were like, oh, we're going to make a sequel, like, we're going to make a second one. And yeah, guess what they made? They made, like, the reality TV version. I don't even know if that's come out. I don't think it has. But I remember everyone in the comments were like, this sucks, dude. And I remember going on the Shark Tank video, like, that was on YouTube, I watched it. Every comment was like, this was a terrible idea, right? Because you can't, like, it's just awful. They're talking over each other. It's just the audience clapping every 3 seconds. It just feels way, like, I'm not saying it's like the show's real or fake on its own, but I'm just saying it just feels blatantly like staged way more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're, okay, like say this or, you know, get really dramatic, right? Not a fan. Now, I said I was going to talk about a second one. I'll just kind of briefly explain the same, not going to go over the same reasons, but I'll show another example. So like Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay. Again, big fan of the show, used to watch it all the time, thought it was hilarious, right? People getting yelled at, whatever. But my favorite was when they would actually go through so all the chefs would make their signature dish. It's one of my favorite parts of the show, because they would all share their favorite, like their special dish. And you know, Gordon's got, he'll like open them up, like he'll like lift the plate, and he'll just, you know, he's basically throwing up looking at it. So you're like, okay, cool, that's really funny. Like, I can get into that. Well, I remember they did the same. They were like, yeah, we're gonna make a live audience, and I remember seeing it. I don't know what season they did this. It was a while ago. They did the live audience for it, and I never watched it. I'm gonna tell you straight. I just crossed the street because someone was on the other side of the street. The moment I crossed, she just crossed right over. That was actually really funny. But yeah, and then like they had the live audience, and it's like, okay, that, like, whatever. And I just could not get into it, man. Every time he would show the dish, like everybody would make some ooh, and it just takes away from the show. And I think what was authentic about it, and I could argue it. Okay, that it's like, all right, I'm a diehard. Well, I wouldn't say diehard, but like I'm a fan of the original. You know, I don't want change, whatever. No, I don't like. It was like Ink Master. Don't do the live finale, right? You don't need an audience every single time. You don't need it. I don't know. That's all I got. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up there. All right, take it easy. Peace.